Hello and welcome to Setup Phase. Today I will be doing a playthrough of Kinfire Delve Vainglory's Grotto, and I will be playing with Khor as my seeker. I've already shuffled the well deck. I have a random Vainglory boss with its card face up, and I've shuffled the Khor deck. We have the Lantern and his ability, which says that when any seeker fails a challenge, you may reduce any damage suffered by one for each of his shield symbols on that seeker's current action or boost. And for Vainglory, when attempting a challenge, it gains +1 difficulty for every other challenge with the same name in play. We start with 10 health. We need to draw our hand of 8 cards. And we also need to populate the 4 challenges. First, let's delve 3. And with the remaining cards, we can populate. We have a Great Stag. It's a red challenge. Requires 6 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve 2. If we fail, we take 1 damage. Any other challenge that deals damage to you deals 1 additional damage. We also have the Nobleman. It requires 10 progress to complete. We delve 4 if we complete it. We take 2 damage if we failed. And when another green challenge enters play, we delve up 1. We have the Maze. It's a blue challenge. It requires 7 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve 2 cards. If we fail, we need to discard 2 cards. If completed, complete all other copies of the maze in play. If failed, discard 1 additional card for each copy of the maze in play. And the last one is another maze. With this, we can go into our first turn. As usual, we need to choose 1 challenge in order to attempt. We can play a card or not, but we always have to roll the die. Okay, so I will start with Crush and go against the Great Stag. It adds 1 progress. It says that we can add 4 progress if we discard a shield, but I will not. And let's roll the dice. We count the red symbols and the light side, in our case 3, plus 1 for a total of 4 progress on the Great Stag. We should take 1 damage because we failed this challenge, but because our ability, we may reduce any damage suffered by 1 for each shield symbol on that seeker's current action or boost. We have 1 shield symbol, which means we don't take any damage. We can now go into our next turn. And I will play Riposte. This is a dual color card. We can either attempt a green or a red challenge. I will go against the Great Stag again. We roll the dice. We add 1 progress because we rolled only 1 green. But the total is 3, which is enough to complete the Great Stag. As a reward, we get to delve 2 cards. Let's discard our played card, and we refill the challenge row, which is a green challenge. The Watching Glass, it requires 13 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve upwards 7 cards. All other challenges have +1 difficulty while this is in play, and because we still have the Noble in play, when another green challenge enters play, we need to delve upwards 1 card. Let's go against the Noble, and with this I will play Shard Whip. It adds 3 progress and +2 progress for each shield in our discard pile, which I have 1. And I will boost it with Taunt. It adds 3 progress because we are attempting a combat challenge and 2 shields. Let's roll the dice. And we rolled only one green. Let's count them up. We have 3, 4, 5, because we have one shield in the discard pile. So 5, 8, 9 in total. We would take 2 damage, but because we have played 2 shields, we can reduce the damage by 1 for each shield play. Nothing to reveal, and we can go into our next turn. I will attempt again the noble, but I will not play any cards. I will just roll the dice and hope for 1 green. And we have 2 greens and the light symbol. It's enough to complete the noble. We delve 4 cards. And at the end of the turn, we refill with a masterpiece. It requires 9 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve 3 cards. If we fail, we take 1 damage. When rolling for this challenge, any light symbol on the die is worth +2 progress, and any darkness is worth -1. Let's go against the watching glass. It will make everything harder because we need to delve upwards 7 cards, but as it is, I don't think I have a good way of moving forward. I will just roll the dice, and we had 2 progress. There's no penalty for losing, so I will just keep rolling dice until I complete the challenge on each turn, so there's no need to keep rolling. I delve upwards 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think we're back at the beginning. And at the end of the turn, I will refill with the Forgotten Falls. It requires 9 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve 4 cards, and if we fail, we take 2 damage. Now that looking glass is gone, I will play Pierce Defenses. It adds 4 progress. I will go against the maze. It says that we don't roll this turn. I will also play Fresh Eyes, which adds +3 progress because we're attempting a puzzle. This would be 7. It would be enough to complete the maze, but Vainglory adds 1 extra difficulty for each challenge with the same name in play. This means that I will need to boost it again with another +1. In total, I have 8 progress. It's enough to complete the maze. I discard the cards and delve 2. At the end of the turn, I refill with a new card, which is the Faded. It doesn't need any progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve X. If we fail, we take 1 exhaustion. When attempting this challenge, fail it if you roll a darkness symbol, otherwise complete it. X equals to the progress on this challenge. So the more progress we have, the more we get to delve. For the next turn, I will play my last card, which is Tireless, and I will go against the Masterpiece. It adds 3 progress. Let's roll the dice. 4, 5 because of the dice. It would deal us 1 damage, but I played a shield, which negates that damage. If played as the last card in your hand, draw a new hand of cards without gaining any exhaustion. This means I discard this card and I draw a new hand of 8 cards. And we go into our next turn. Let's start with the Heart of Kinfire and go against Masterpiece. Oh, we rolled Darkness last turn, which means it would need to be a -1, so we have only 4 progress on it. It adds 2 progress, and after this action you may suffer 1 damage which can't be prevented to either charge the lantern or remove an exhaustion. Let's roll. We have 2, 3, 4, -1, which is another 3. And I will suffer 1 damage in order to charge my lantern. Let's discard the card, and still not enough to complete the Masterpiece. I will play Flickers. It adds 2 progress. I will go against the masterpiece again. If you completed the challenge you're attempting, we get to delve an extra 3 cards. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because of the text on the card, it's enough to complete it. We delve 3 cards as a victory reward and another 3 because of flickers for a total of 6 cards. Let's discard the card and refill. With a beloved voice. It requires 8 progress to complete. We delve 3 if we complete it. We delve upwards if we fail 1. If failed, remove 1 progress from each challenge in play, including this one. Let's play Accept the Blow. It adds 6 progress. I will go against the beloved voice. It says that before attempting the challenge, suffer the challenge's penalty as though you have failed it. The penalty is delve upwards 1. And let's roll the dice. Which is perfect. We were looking for at least 2 matches. It's enough to complete the beloved voice. We delve 3. And discard the card and refill with King's Ransom. It requires 7 progress to complete. You must attempt this challenge, and if we fail, we take 3 damage, which means that our next turn must be that card. At the beginning of the turn, I will use Vengeance of Stone, discard at the start of any turn to discard the challenge, and I will discard it in order to discard the King's Ransom. And let's see against which challenge we will go next. Let's play our Lantern. It adds 5 progress, and after this action we get to add 3 progress to all other challenges. And I will go against the Maze, and maybe just to ensure it, I will add 1 extra progress to it. We rolled enough colors. We have completed this challenge. We delve 2 cards. We add 3 progress to all other challenges. The Lantern is exhausted, the boost card is discarded, and we refill. With a Marionette, it requires 7 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve 2. If we failed, we take 1 damage. And the Orchestra, it requires 8 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve 3. Fail, we take 1 damage. When another blue challenge enters play, every seeker discards a card. Well, let's play Guarded Strike. It adds 2 progress. I will go against the Orchestra, and it says that after this action we get to draw 2 cards. We have 3 plus 1 from the light die for a total of 4. We would take 1 damage, but we prevented 1 because of our shield symbol, and we get to draw 2 cards. Let's use Earth Blood Vial. It adds 2 progress. I will go against the Orchestra. And we get to ignore any damage suffered. We would ignore anyways because of the shield symbol. We have 2 plus 2 from the dice, which is 4, enough to complete the Orchestra. We get to delve 3 cards as a reward. And we refilled with the Filigree Clock. It requires 12 progress to complete. If we complete it, we get to draw 3 cards. If we failed, we delve upwards 1. If completed, you may either charge the Lantern or gain an exhaustion. Let's use Kindness to go against the Filigree Clock. It adds 2 progress, and after this action, choose a seeker to draw 2 cards. We add 1 more progress from the dice. We delve upwards 1 because we have failed, and we get to draw 2 cards. I still have 4 more cards, which means I can play Patience. It adds 2 progress, and after this action, unless your hand is empty, you may return this card to your hand and go against the filigree clock. 2-4 progress. We still haven't completed it. We delve upwards 1. And this returns to my hand, which I will play again in the next turn. We add another 4. For almost enough. We delve 1 more. And I will play it again. And it's enough. We get to draw 3 cards. Or maybe not. I will take back this turn. Let's not do it like that. So we had 3, 6, 9. Let's go against the Fated Way. When attempting this challenge, fail it if you roll Darkness, otherwise complete it. And I will just roll the dice. We add 2 more progress. We didn't roll Darkness, which means we completed it. We get to delve X, which is the progress on the card, in our case 5. 5. And at the end of the turn, let's refill with the Beast's Riddle. It requires 9 progress to complete. If we complete it, we delve 6 cards. If we fail, we take 10 damage. For the next turn, let's do what I intended to do first, to go against the filigree clock. Roll the dice. It's enough to complete it. I get to draw 3 cards. And Patience returned to my hand because my hand was not empty. And it also had another effect. If completed, you may either charge the lantern or lose an exhaustion. I will charge the lantern because I don't have any exhaustion. Let's refill with the Prison Mirror. It requires 7 progress to complete. If we complete it, we draw 3 more cards. And progress may not be put on this challenge. Instead, it must be completed all at once. Let's use Adamant to go against the Prison Mirror. It adds 5 progress, and I will play Crush as a boost for another progress. And luckily we rolled 2 more red symbols. This is enough to complete it. We get to draw 3 cards. And after this action, add 3 progress to all other challenges. The lantern is exhausted. Our boosted card is discarded. And this card is completed. And it's refilled with another orchestra. Let's play Aftershock to go against the Forgotten Falls. After this action, choose another challenge. For every shield symbol you discard, add 2 progress on that challenge. Let's roll the dice. We add 4 progress, it's enough to complete it. And let's see how many shield symbols I discard. And I will discard Taunt, which adds 2 shield symbols to add 4 progress onto the Beast's Riddle. This is discarded, this we have played. The Forgotten Falls is completed, which means we get to delve 4 cards. And let's refill with an event, Vainglory's Feast. We can either regain 5 health or lose 2 exhaustions, then attach this card and the top card of the well deck to Vainglory. The more cards Vainglory has attached, some of her aspects will make the final battle more difficult. Let's play Heart of Kinfire and go against the Beast's Riddle. It adds 2 progress. And another 2 from the dice. After this action you may suffer 1 damage, which I will do in order to either charge the lantern or lose an exhaustion. We completed the challenge. We get to delve 6 cards. And let's refill with another event. The Night Garden. We lose 1 exhaustion, then attach this card to Vainglory. Let's use Guarded Strike against the Orchestra. It adds 3 progress, and after this challenge we get to draw 2 cards. And we had no other progress. We would take 1 damage, but we prevent 1 because of the shield symbol. And we get to draw 2 cards. I will use Fresh Eyes to go against the Orchestra. It adds 3 progress, and if attempting a puzzle, we are not. We get to add 1 more progress for a total of 4. And we failed, we take 1 damage. And next, let's play Flickers against the Orchestra again. It adds 2 progress, and if you complete the challenge you're attempting, we get to delve 3 cards. We roll the dice. We add 2 more progress. It's enough to complete the Orchestra. We delve 3 because we completed it, and another 3 because of the card played, for a total of 6. Let's discard our card and refill with the 3 fountains. It takes 11 progress to complete. We delve 3 cards. If we complete it, we take 1 damage if we failed, and if failed, suffer 1 extra damage for every other 3 fountains in play. If completed, triple its rewards for every other 3 fountains in play. I will play Fearless and go against the Marionette. It adds 3 progress, and if you fail a combat, ignore the penalty. Luckily, we add 1 progress because of the light. We add 4 progress, 3 already on the card. It's enough to complete it and delve 2 cards. Next we have Masterpiece. It requires 9 progress to complete. We delve 3. If we complete it, we take 1 damage if we failed. And when rolling for this challenge, a light is worth +2 and darkness is worth -1. Let's play Earth Blood Vial, and I will go against the Masterpiece. It adds 2 progress, and it says that we get to ignore any damage we suffered this turn. For a total of 4 progress. We would take 1 damage, but because of the shield and the card text, we get to ignore the damage. Let's play Incredible Strength against the Masterpiece again. It adds 2 progress, and if we would attempt an obstacle, it would add 2 more, but we are not. And we rolled none of them, which means we only get to add 2 more progress, and we also take 1 damage. I want to keep our lantern for the boss fight, and I also have Sharp Whip, which adds +2 for each shield symbol in our discard pile, which means I don't want necessarily to play it against the fountains. So let's just go against the Masterpiece and roll the dice and hope for something. We add 1 progress because we rolled a darkness. The fail consequence, I take 1 damage. Well, seeing as how I cannot seem to defeat this card, let's interact with the event Vainglory's Feast. Regain 5 health, which I will do. Then attach this card and the top card of the well deck to Vainglory. At the end of the turn, we would need to refill, but we have no more cards to refill because the well deck is empty. This means that we go into the boss fight. Let me discard all these cards. Let's see what we have with Vainglory. We have the Sea of Dreams. It requires 12 progress to complete. If we attempt it and we roll darkness, we take 1 damage. If when completed there are any cards attached to Vainglory, discard one of them, then reset this challenge. And that's the worst one to get. And let's see her gauntlet cards. We have Beauty, the green challenge. It requires 9 progress to complete. If we fail it, we take 1 damage. If you discard the challenge, we suffer 2 damage. If completed, we flip it. And Vainglory is now vulnerable to green. We have the Handmaidens. It requires 13 progress to complete. If we fail it, we take 2 damage. If you would place 5 or more progress on Vainglory, place it here instead. And if we complete it, it doesn't do anything for us. We have Spidery Legs. It requires 10 progress to complete. If failed, discard 1 card at random. If you complete or discard this challenge, flip it over. And we flip it. Vainglory is now vulnerable to blue. And Grace, 9 progress to complete. If we fail it, we take 2 damage. If we discard a challenge, we take 1 more damage. And if you complete this card, we get to flip it, and Vainglory is vulnerable to red. Let's now start playing cards. I will play my Lantern. It adds 5 progress. I will go against Beauty. After this challenge, add 3 progress to all other cards. And of course we rolled only 5. We take 1 damage because we failed this challenge. We get to add 3 progress to all other challenges. And the Lantern is exhausted. Let me play Patience against the green challenge again. After this action, unless your hand is empty, you may return this card to your hand, and I still have 1 more card in hand. And we add 3 more progress to it, which is not enough to complete it. And we take 1 more damage. I return Patience to the hand, but at the next turn I will play it again against it. Now we have all the greens. We completed the challenge, which means Vainglory is now vulnerable to green. We take the card back into the hand. I will play Sharp Whip and go against Vainglory. I can do this because it's vulnerable to green and I'm playing a green card. I had 3, 4, 5, and because I have a lot of shields in the discard pile, I will add a lot of progress. And the Handmaiden says that if you would place 5 or more progress on Vainglory, place it here instead, and I would place enough in order to complete it. Let's discard the Sharp Whip and turn this card face down. Now we don't need to worry about it anymore. I only have Patience left. I will go against Vainglory. Oh, I also rolled the darkness last turn, which means I need to take 1 damage because of its abilities. For this turn, again, I play Patience. My hand is empty, which means I will need to discard it at the end of the turn, and I will go against Vainglory. We add 2, 3, 4, 5 progress. This card is discarded. At the beginning of the next turn, I don't have any more cards in hand. I need to draw a new hand of cards and gain 1 exhaustion. Let's start with it. It's consumed. If there are ever 3 copies of this card in play at once, you lose the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, which means I need 3 more. And let's see what we can do. Let me play Accept the Blow, and I will go against Spidery Legs. It had 6 progress and says that before attempting a challenge, suffer the challenge's penalty as though you have failed it. But because we played a shield card, we get to reduce the damage by 1. We rolled 1 blue die, which is enough. We complete the challenge, which means Vainglory is now vulnerable to blue. I will play Pierce Defenses. It adds 4 progress and we don't roll this turn, go against Vainglory. It's enough to complete it. We would have won if we didn't attach all these cards to Vainglory. I will discard 1 of them and discard the played card. I will play Crush and go against Grace. It adds 1 progress and +4 if we discard the shield, and I will discard Taunt. This way it adds 5 progress. 6, 7, enough to complete it. Now Vainglory is vulnerable to any cards, so let's just start playing them. Let's start with Fresh Eyes for 3 progress. We take 1 damage because we rolled the darkness. It doesn't matter, I should have decided before, but we rolled 1 of each. We add 4 progress to it. Let's go with Riposte. This time let's choose red. And let's boost it by another 2. I said red. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. We discard the cards. We need 1 more progress on Vainglory. I won't play a card. I will just roll the dice. Oh, I didn't decide which color. Let's say green. We take 1 damage because we rolled the darkness, and we add 1 progress, which is enough to complete it. We discard the last attached card, and 1 more go. Let's play Tireless against Vainglory again. I take 1 damage, but I prevent 1 because I played a shield card. I add 4 progress, and the text says that if played as the last card in your hand, which I don't have anymore, draw a new hand of cards without gaining a new exhaustion. And let's end this. I will play Shard Whip. It adds 3 progress. We take 1 damage because of the darkness. So 3, 4, and +2 for each shield in the discard pile. 2, 4, 8, 10 in total. It's enough to complete for the last time the challenge. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Vainglory's Grotto. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.